Before I let you go, David, you recently appeared in a webinar for the University of Oxford Economics Department, part of its What Economists Really Do programme. Can you tell me about that?
So, as with everybody, Oxford University is trying to push their brand. So they have a world-class, world-leading economics department, but most people from the outside look at Oxford as a very insular, living in its own bubble. They would think of economics as something that sits within the bubble of a bubble. And I think for institutions like Oxford, they're very keen to humanise what they do. They're actually on their second series of podcasts, and they pick a different topic. The one that we were involved in was about potential tax abuse or harmonising the tax regime and how financial markets can help or hinder that. And I think what they're trying to do is the same as us. They're trying to connect with the wider audience. They're trying to promote the quality of their brand. And they're also trying to humanise what they do on a day-to-day basis. And I think for us, it's a good way of us showing that we interact on lots of different levels with lots of different people. And it helps professionalise some of the content and education that we push out to our clients.
The headline activity in your outreach efforts seems to be your partnership with the UN's United to Beat Malaria campaign. How did that come about?
Previously, we spoke about how the UBO has an ethos and how that's pushed through the company. The different locations that we have offices are engaged locally with charities. They help support local orphanages. They go to food banks, soup kitchens, this kind of stuff. Malaria is one of those things that touches a lot of the locations we're in, and it's a global thing. It kills more children than any other disease of its type. And it's relevant to the people that work for us, and it's also relevant to the clients that deal with us. So for us, it was a natural area to get involved in. Being in Washington was a real eye-opener. I was approached by an American guy, malaria everywhere. Everybody's wearing a T-shirt. And he said, "What are you doing?" And it explained malaria, UN. Why is that anything to do with the US? Why do we pay for that? And the good answer to that, which I had learned through talking to people during the week, was actually you have more servicemen overseas than any other country. The biggest debilitator of those servicemen is malaria. If they catch it, they have to go to hospital. They're out of action. For some of them, it stays with them for life, as it does with the children locally and the local populace. So by helping to cure that, you're not just helping the local populace, but you're helping everybody else. And I think that message of we're trying to do good things rather than just wave a flag over here is part of the reason why we got involved.
And will there be more of these outreach programmes in EBC's future?
I think so. I think as part of the ethos of the company, I think they want to give, and I think they want to be seen to be interacting with their client base. So part of the way of promoting the brand and part of the way of getting across that ethos that exists in the company is to be involved in local and sometimes global events that can help real people on the ground in a real way. It's important, I think.
Fantastic. David, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching. Click now for more videos from this interview with David Barrett, or learn more at ebc.com. And as always, please subscribe for the latest international business insights from worldfinance.com.